you a good parent or not? This is one thing that a lot of parents struggle with to figure out. Oh, am I doing this parenting thing right? Are the things I'm doing, are they working? What kind of parent am I? This is just following up the series of what I spoke about motherhood. So now we'll be talking about parenthood in general, about other parents. This is a lot. This particular question cannot necessarily be definitely answered, but we're going to be speaking about some signs that would show you are a good parent. I had to write some of them down because mumbling. Anyways, point number one is your child feels safe enough to come and cry to you. This is a very big one because if your child is not able to show their emotions to you, that means they don't feel safe around you. They don't feel safe discussing anything. They don't feel safe opening their mouth. They don't feel safe letting their guard down around you. So if your child actually feels really safe coming to display their emotions, if they are upset, if they are happy, anything, if they're able to come and show that emotion, we're using crying as an example because that's when their walls have been down. They're not having to be prim and proper all the time. That is a very major sign that you are actually doing this parenting thing right. Another point is they come to you when they are hurt or when they're scared or when they're excited, like whatever thing. They know that when they come to you, you either give them that reassurance or you praise them for whatever they did. So if you look at your child and you have that open access to your child, you have such relationship with that child, that means you are doing the parenting job great. So good job to you. Another point is if you're even worrying whether you're doing a good job, that is a big sign that you're actually doing better than you think. Because if you didn't care about what you were doing, if you didn't care about how the child is feeling, if you didn't care about how the child is feeling, if you didn't even care to know if you're doing a good job, then that would have been a problem. But because you have even sat down to think about that question, am I parenting right? Is there something I should be doing? That is already a sign that you are a good parent. Another point I'd like to mention is you apologize when you make mistake. Eh, they say our African parents didn't apologize. But if you made an error and you're able to own up to that to a child, that makes you a good parent because that child is able to see that, oh, even the adults can make mistakes and apologize. That teaches them as well a good manner to understand that, okay, when I make mistake, no matter what age, I should be able to own up and apologize. You won't train children that grow up and think, oh, when I'm an adult, I would not apologize to anything because I'm an adult. So you being able to own up to your mistake, apologize for that mistake, shows you're doing a parenting job very well. Another point is you teach your children kindness, you teach them respect, you teach them resilience. This is even also living by example because there are some parents that would see their children being disrespectful and do nothing about it, or seeing their children being unruly and do nothing about it. But if you think this is a major character that your children needs to improve on, and you're doing everything possible to instill that on them, you're actually doing a good job as a parent. Another one is your child knows that they are loved. They can feel that they are loved. Like if you relate with the child, you can tell that, oh, my mommy loves me. It's not, I don't know, my mommy or my daddy is just providing a place for me to eat or food to say. But this child, you can feel the energy that they're loved, and they can also feel love. Another thing is showing up for your children, whatever the situation. You praise them, you praise them, you're able to show up for whatever activities, because at the end of the day, no matter how you are busy in this life, the children are also growing. So you show up as much as possible. I know with the things in life and the things in adulthood, you have to be juggling different balls at the same time, but your children are also a priority. So make up time to show up for them, because when they see your face in that crowd, in that school play, in that activity, whatever it is that you're having to show up for them, when once they're able to spot that familiar face in the crowd, it lights up their mood. So being a good parent and you're showing up for them, that is a sign that you're actually doing this parenting thing right. Another thing is that you keep showing up even on hard days, because as adults, life doesn't just stop because you're a parent. Your children, you don't just neglect your children because you're a parent, but as you're a good parent, you just show up. Even if you're exhausted, you show up. Even if you're tired, you show up. Even if you're sick, you show up. Because what? Because of the love you have for your kids, because you're ensuring that you want to give your kids the best possible parenting as well. So let me know, what other signs would show that a kid is being loved, or will show that you're doing a good job. And always remember, if you're thinking, if you're being a good parent, that's already one step to show you're a good parent. So see you next time in our next talk. Bye.